Hello, hello, hello. I just felt inspired. My name is Wendy. I wear many hats, but one of the things I do, first, I'm a believer. I believe in Jesus Christ as my Lord and personal Savior. He is amazing. And, well, another hat that I wear is I am a clinician. I'm a licensed clinical social worker. I have a private practice, and I'm also a behavioral health case manager. And I look forward to seeing my clients. And something that inspired me, I just want to talk about self-talk today. Self-talk is so tricky and sneaky. Self-talk is that automatic thing that we tell ourselves, or that thought that comes up when a situation occurs or something is a triggering event. And sometimes that could be a healthy or positive self-talk. But a lot of times self-talk, when it is unhealthy and when it is negative, it leads to negative emotions, and therefore it leads to negative actions or responses or behaviors. And so what happens is that when a person tells themselves something negative or unhealthy about a triggering event or something that has happened, it leads to so many behaviors that people find themselves engaging in self-sabotaging behaviors. They find themselves engaging in isolation. They find themselves with the emotion, so they experience more shame and rejection and isolation and guilt. And those feelings are even more perpetuated and more triggered, right? And it becomes a cycle. So let me give an example. So if I tell myself, if I've done something wrong and I made a bad decision, or maybe there was a situation, maybe I got a bad phone call, or something happened, I had a breakup, or just some triggering event, right? And I tell myself, oh, this person, I will never be loved. Or I tell myself, I will never get married. Or I tell myself, gosh, I don't deserve love. I don't deserve anything good in my life. I'm always going to be this way. I'm always going to be fat. I'm always going to be without money. Or maybe I'm always going to be my life is never going to be the same. For example, those are things that we tell ourselves. And so this automatic self-talk, what do you think will happen, right? I do these things that isolate, so I don't want to let my friends know what's going on. I may become isolating. I may withdraw from other people. I may become very guarded, very suspicious of other people. I may not want to tell people what's really going on. I may cover up with my makeup. I may cover up with situations. But deep inside, I don't believe good in myself, because I've already told myself these things, right? That are faulty beliefs and faulty perceptions that all of a sudden become my reality. And I believe there's something wrong with me because I have told myself this thing, right? It's almost interesting because I used to work with kids, and I still do work with kids, and they would say these things, or even adults would say these things, and there will be these negative, irrational thoughts. And so one of the questions when you're trying to help to restructure is, who told you so? Who told you that you will never be married? Who told you that you're ugly? Who told you so, right? And the only way that I have learned, and I love being able to help clients identify what these negative self-talk is, to help restructure it, to help reprocess it, to help expose it. And it's beautiful when the cycle is changed, when the cycle is broken. We can change the whole process, and we could lead to favorable outcomes by just changing, not the situation, because a lot of times we have no control over the situation, but something beautiful happens when we teach people, when we ourselves change our self-talk about the situation, change what we think to ourselves, what we say out loud to ourselves. And what happens is that our feelings are better. We feel more enlightened and inspired and encouraged. And then quite naturally what happens is a better outcome, and a more favorable one at that, right? So I just want to encourage people. I love doing this work in therapy. But even in personal life, or even in spiritual, no matter what situation you could apply it to, is ask yourself, if you're feeling a certain way, what am I telling myself? What am I thinking? What am I saying out loud? Am I being kind to myself? One acronym that I remember teaching, I teach a lot with my clients, and even for myself, is the acronym THINK. And T stands for, and I just want to leave that with you. for free, but feel free to pay me any day. Okay? T stands for, in think, is it true? H stands for, is it helpful? I stands for, is it inspiring to think that or to say that about myself or somebody else? N stands for, is it necessary? Is it really necessary for me to say this thing or think this thing? And K stands for, is it kind? Am I being kind to myself by thinking to myself that, oh, I'll never be loved, or man, I'm always gonna be broke, or man, I ain't nothing, man, ain't nobody gonna love me, ain't nobody care about me. You know, is that being kind to myself? Absolutely not. So start being kind. Start looking at our self-talk. Start thinking about what we're thinking about, right? And being more intentional. That's my favorite word, is being purposeful and intentional. So I just want to come to you and just share these encouraging words, and feel free to give me feedback if you think that I need to say something differently. Really, I just want to be an encouragement to somebody, and I'm going to try to do this a little bit more frequently. Awesome. I am so glad that I got an opportunity to share these words with you and my inspiration, and just have a wonderful, peace-filled, love-filled, awesome, productive, healthy thinking, and intentional day. Talk to you later. Bye.